So welcome back guys to another video, and I normally don't like making these kind of videos. I'm not a big fan of the whole gaming news. If that's what you want to do, more power to you. But I know this isn't it's not as exciting story as, you know, someone relieving themselves on a PS4 or a Twitter battle. But it seems like a lot of stuff has been happening lately, you know, with PS4 with the whole VR, Xbox One with crossplay, you know, playing on Sony consoles, and then out of nowhere, like Sting from WCW, there comes the Nintendo NX rumors. Now, there has been so many Nintendo NX rumors up the wazoo, it's like being in high school, but this one here seemed really interesting because supposedly, this is supposed to be a leaked picture of what the controller for the new Nintendo console is going to look like, and you guys are looking at it right here. You know, I'm not exactly sure where the sources of this video or this picture came from, but it's supposedly it shows, you know, the NX controller sitting right there with a date that says, you guys are going to love this. And it was kind of interesting because, you know, a couple months back, there was actually a Nintendo patent for a new controller that we believe that was going to be the NX controller, and it really matches up with the photo that we saw. Now, I will say first and foremost that this is a rumor. This is something that could be possibly just a doctored photo, just someone got really bored and decided to, you know, ruffle some feathers in NeoGAF or something, but it really, it's really interesting because when you guys look at the picture, there were some people that actually looked at the image that was on the controller, and it's actually a trailer for Unreal Engine, and I thought that was kind of interesting because then it's supposedly, you know, maybe Nintendo's going to be using some more Unreal stuff. My only thing is there was no buttons. There were only two joysticks on it. And I was like, man, what happened to the buttons? And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, well, maybe they're, you know, there's digital buttons. And when I heard that, that was, you know, of all the Nintendo stuff, if they were to do this, I will say, in my opinion, this would be one thing that I would not be happy with. I hate digital buttons. If you guys have ever played a emulator on an Android, or maybe played some sort of platformer on your phones that had that digital joystick and buttons, it just does not feel right. Something's really off about it. And I couldn't imagine playing, you know, Smash Brothers or, you know, maybe a Street Fighter game or something with a lot of combos. I couldn't imagine doing that with buttons I can't feel. That sucks. I would not like that whatsoever. Now, I know Nintendo in the past have, you know, especially with the Wii U, have given us other ways of playing the games. You can use the Wiimote, you can use the Pro Controller, you can use the Wii's Pro Controllers. So, I mean, if this is something they might do, this is something that, you know, might be able to be looked past. I definitely would not want a controller like that. This does fit into the whole, you know, fusion hybrid console that everyone's been talking about and Nintendo's been hinting, because this will be essentially a glorified handheld like screen on the whole controller, and you can take it anywhere you want. But, you know, I really don't take it that serious, but I definitely wanted to discuss it with you guys. A really interesting article I read talking about this picture was actually from the Nintendo Enthusiast. My friend Shawn, RetroTube Gaming 85, excellent YouTuber, talked about this in his article, and he brought up a good point. The fact that this picture looks a lot like the patents of the new Nintendo controller, that he doesn't believe that it's real at all. And I can kind of understand that, because if you guys have seen prototype pictures, if you guys have seen patent pictures, they never look like the finished product. And this looks pretty much like, you know, cut and dry, pace by pace of the same product. And I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think they gotta have buttons. They really gotta have buttons. That's my biggest thing. I mean, don't push my buttons, Nintendo. I want this to happen. But yeah, I don't take it that serious, but I do think it's very interesting. I thought it would be a great discussion with you guys. What if this is the controller? If this is going to be the new NX controller, what do you guys think about that? Are you guys all aboard? I mean, to me, if this was the real deal, this would be like the worst controller. This would be worse than N64 controller. No questions about it. It just looks terrible. And some of the Photoshop stuff that people have done with that picture have been absolutely hilarious. Definitely look those up. But I remember someone actually took a picture of the controller and made it look like Stewie Griffin's head. That was awesome. But yeah, guys, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this new controller? You know, I don't want to say it's legit because it's on the interwebs, and you know, they make Bigfoot pictures that look very convincing but turned out to be a hoax. So anyway, guys, leave a comment. Love to hear from you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Access Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on podomag.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.